Welcome back to the Daily QCI. Today is Thursday, February 13th. Happy to have you back. Today is a topic that has been really interesting to me over the years. We're going to be covering an intro to emotional intelligence. I think of this more as communication, and kind of that's how I teach it. But it is also much more than that. So let's get into it. Emotional intelligence is, to sum up, your ability to recognize feelings and emotions in yourself and in others. To go a layer deeper, from the original researchers, emotional intelligence is the capacity to reason about emotions and of emotions to enhance thinking. It includes the abilities to accurately perceive emotions, to access and generate emotions so as to assist thought, to understand emotions and emotional knowledge, and to reflectively regulate emotions so as to promote emotional and intellectual growth. That is from the original paper by Meyer and Sullivan. That's the research I reference when building my workshops and trying to talk about the subject. So why does it matter? Well, every decision you make, every interaction you have, every challenge you face is influenced by emotions, whether you like it or not. High emotional intelligence separates good leaders from great leaders and strong teams from dysfunctional teams. So in our emotional intelligence workshop, we really encourage the whole team to come because that's where it works. You get to practice putting these skills to use. That's an important point. These are skills. This isn't something you're just born with. Some people are, but it's something you can learn, which is the beauty of it. So let's break it down. The 4 ingredients that make up the emotional intelligence cocktail. First, self-awareness. It's understanding your own emotions and triggers, being able to interpret them. Self-management is your ability to control your reaction to those emotions and triggers. Social awareness is recognizing emotions in others, being able to kind of read a room. And then relationship management is being able to navigate conflict, inspire your team, lead with empathy, kind of the leadership piece of the EI cocktail. So here's the thing, as we talked about, this is not just a talent that you have, it's a skill that you can develop. It's trainable. If you invest time and energy and some mental power in it, you can become a better leader, a better communicator, a better problem solver, a better teammate. So here are some introductory pieces on how you can do that. Number 1, pause before reacting. When and if you feel triggered, rather than responding right away, take a breath. Ask yourself, what am I feeling? What are the physical sensations? What are the thoughts, feelings, and emotions I'm having? And what do I need to do about them right now? Number 2, practice active listening. There are multiple types of listening that are indicated for different situations. Active listening is going to be kind of the most advanced form of that. And this is where you are listening to understand, not to just reply. And when you are reflecting what you've heard, you're interpreting the person's words and their tone, their emotions that might underlie it, and bring those to the surface. Talk about those too. Finally, number 3, get comfortable with feedback. Ask people who you trust, how do I show up in conversations? How do you see me handling stress? Because our own self-interpretation isn't always the most accurate. That's a quick intro to EI, some tips on how to develop yours. We'll dig in more each of those categories as we go along this year. But keep in mind, emotional intelligence can be a leadership superpower. And because all of us are leaders in some capacity, it can be a critical skill to develop. So you want to build stronger relationships, make better decisions, have a stronger team with a culture of communication, develop EI. So here's your challenge today. Pick one of those 3 things that I talked about to build your EI and try it. How did it go? Okay, stay curious. See you tomorrow.